Pastor Suzy Antoun, daughter of the Most High from rivers of living water. Being one with Yahweh. This is the subject we're talking about today. And just met from last week or the week before a young man with his family, and he's a Jew. And I don't know if he is a secular Jew, probably, or a religious Jew. And we had a conversation because I don't know much of the culture, the real culture of the Jews, except from the Bible, which, of course, I feel like God loved them, so they are interesting to me. He didn't want to go more with the conversation, but and I was asking him about and he said to me one word, that the ultimate goal is to be one with Yahweh. And just this word pulled my spirit and said, this is the main goal that I have, is just to be one with Jesus at all the time, abiding in him. As he said, I'm the vine, and who abide in me, branches should abide into the vine, into the tree. It was quite interesting for me, that concept. And I wanted to know about it, how the Jews are achieving or looking at that point. So I log into the Google today, and there is nothing like that. It's all about Yahweh is one, he's not three, the one only Yahweh, the only one God. Beloved ones, can you imagine that you and Yahweh, God the Creator, be one? My heart is jumping of joy. But guess what? The Lord is so good. In a sense, he wants us as a human being to experience things on our level, which means that we can understand them in our humanity. Because that concept to be one with Yahweh, I think it's beyond our ability of human being to comprehend. And he gave us the secret of marriage, so we can understand that concept. So my husband left yesterday to go to visit his mother in America. And since he left, it's like I'm missing something deep in me is missing. Isn't it wonderful, the oneness that God created into that marriage? Even though sometimes we're so stupid, selfish, and having hard heart, like Jesus said. Moses gave you divorce because of your heart is hard. But this unity, we experience it into the marriage. That's why marriages are attacked very violently, viciously from the devil. He don't want us to experience unity with one another. If Adam and God, I think, into the garden, when he looked at Adam, he was saying, it's not good for Adam to be alone. And I think he was probably projecting what is in him. It is not good for me to be alone. I want some people, I want a family to share with me all my glory, all the things I have. And then he created us. How wonderful is the Father. But people who can understand that concept, and they go higher and aiming to be into it as the time passes, being united with God and being one with him. Just he is the light of light. He is the truth of truth. And you being absorbed in him, be one with him. I was thinking of it, how the Lord desired to be one with Israel, and they never let him. He was calling her his wife, and Jesus is the body, is for Christ. He is the head, we are the body. It's the same unity element that we are together in him. And Paul said, in him, for him, we were created. And through him we were created. Humankind do not understand that beauty, that we are into him, we created for him, to enjoy his glory and his presence, to enjoy the goodness of our Father. And it's very, very, very different when you feel that you need the tenderness of a father. He is for you your father. When you need the fellowship of a friend, someone who can understand your feeling, that you can tell him about your things that maybe be mocked by human being, you go and tell him. He's a very, very good friend. He is a friend. He is the father. If you need him as a husband, one who can understand all your humanity, all your weaknesses, and all the difficulty that you're facing into communication, he will be. We are the bride of Jesus Christ, to be one in him. If you can put aside, drop the gun against your wife or your husband, and try to enjoy that relationship that God the Father is, like he before give Jesus Christ as the ultimate sacrifice. He give the Jews through the sacrifice through Moses, so they can kill a lamb to cover for their sin until the ultimate sacrifice will come, and there will be totally removal of their sins. It's the same thing. It's a type and shadow. It's the same thing. The marriage is type and shadow. The God Almighty is giving us with Him into the lifetime so we can enjoy each other and enjoy that unity. If a man and a man and a woman would be really united together, they can change the world like this. It's the most powerful element because it's blessed by God. It's a plan of God. It's he did the first marriage when he put Adam and Eve together, and he gave them a ransom when they didn't make it right. But brother and sister, it's deeper level. Some people just do not love the world into the sense not being an enemy, but they do not really enjoy the things that the word is giving, and have a deep longing to that God, to that Jesus. Because Jesus is God, and he walked in humanity for us so we can understand him and our abilities to comprehend. We don't have the abilities that God has, so he has to speak to us in parable. And Jesus is like that, so he's a human like us. He had eyes, ears, and hair, and walk and think and have feeling and have hearts like us, so we can understand how God is, how is he. For us to have that comprehension, he gave us Jesus. That's why the people who do not get that point that Jesus is God are really, really limited into put themselves in a place of hopelessness. You have no hope. But he is God who came to you and took a form so you can understand him and he can relate to you. But it's some people who can go into high devotional moments with the Lord. Their eyes are always toward the heavenly things. The earthly things do not fill their nature because they have a supernatural nature belonging to heaven. We are from him and we go back to him. So if we are from him means we are heavenly beings, just here for rehearsal or for a short time. And if you understand that beginning, your heart will be longing to be with you, with the Lord. Beloved one, as we meditate on him, on Jesus and on Jesus alone, on Jehovah, and desire to be united with him, something will move into your spirit as I speak, as it is moving in my spirit. Something fulfilling, beautiful, and tender, and sweet, and deep, and fulfilling, and have no word of humanity to express it. Just only him who can minister to you on this moment. He want to be one with you. Would you like to be one with him? Receive his presence. Receive his power. Put your hand on that heart who cannot believe, who's hardened and callous from years of rejection, We speak that the heart will melt as the mountains melt into the presence of God. That hardened heart will melt. And sweetness will start to rise in your spirit. The aroma and the presence and the love of God will fill you. Be one with Yahweh today. Bye for now.